Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to IT for Solutions. In this video we will discuss about temporary tables in SQL. So first we will learn about what are the temporary tables, and then we will learn about how to create and use these temporary tables within example. Okay, so temporary tables are basically a new table. You are creating a new table for reporting purposes or for any purposes where you want to combine data from two or more tables, and you don't have any joins conditions. If you have any join, then you can for sure you can join, but this is not the join scenario. In the join scenario we are combining basically multiple columns in a new table with different columns. But in temporary tables we merge record from one or two tables and combine that record and display that record to the user. Okay, so first of all we will create a new temporary table, like create table, and then must add this hash symbol. It indicates to this server that this is a temporary table. Okay, so we will write organization departments. Okay, so this is the name of our temporary table. I want to merge the record from organization table and department table and want to display as organization departments. Okay, and then you need to specify the columns for this table. I want to specify id as an of type int, and then I want to specify name as an of type of nvarchar 50, and then I want to create another column record type as an of type nvarchar 50. Okay, so this is our temporary table. I will store organization ID and organization name, and as well as I will also store department ID and department name in this table, and at the end I will specify at the end of each record that this is a department or this is a organization. Okay, so that's why I have created this new column in record type. Okay, so let me change this one into square brackets because this is a reserved keyword. Okay, so we have successfully created our temporary table. Now I will insert all organizations into temporary table. Then I will insert all departments. This is very useful. Temporary tables you can write for creating reports where you want to display the records in the same column rather than in separate columns. Okay, so insert into, and I will write name of my this temporary table. Okay, and then I will specify columns. I want to store value into id, then name. You should write this in a square brackets, name, and then we have third column record type. Okay, so next I will write values. We don't have values because we want to select these values from organization table. So in previous video we have learned about select statement. Okay, select. So I will select these two columns from this organization table. Select organization ID, and then I will select organization name. ID will be stored into this ID and name will be stored into this name, and we don't have record type column in that, so I will specify as a static value. So this record type is organization. Okay, and then I will specify from organizations table. So this is how you can insert record from one table to your temporary table. At the same time we will insert another record from you can say we have another table of type departments. Okay, so next I will insert into my temporary table, and then I will specify column names over here. And for sure I will select these values from select department ID, then department name, and then for record type I will set it as departments from my departments table. Okay, so we have created our temporary table over here. Then I insert a record from organization table to these two columns, and have specify organization as in the type of this value, and over here I specified department as a type of this value. Okay, and next I will simply select all from my temporary table. If you select this one and wanna execute again in your store procedure or anything, this will shows an exception. Let me test this one. Click on this one and click on execute button. Look at this, we should select our database from here. Okay, now click on execute button. Look at this, there is an already object name organization department. So make sure we should drop this temporary table after creation. Drop table, and then I will write table name. Okay, so that's why it will be available for the next time use. So now select this one and click on execute button. First execute this statement. Okay, now select all of this one from here and click on execute button. Look at this, we have successfully combined record from organizations table and departments table. We have first 12 records which are of type organization, and these are coming from organization table, and the next records are coming from department table. From these 1 to 6 records are coming from organization table. Now you can use this temporary table as an output of your store procedure, and you can display this data into custom reports or anywhere you want. And this is very useful to create temporary tables. And a lot of time in the complex store procedure we are creating temporary tables, then storing data onto that table, and then we will perform you can say a filtration over there, and then create another temporary table, then store that data into that. So a lot of cases, a lot of scenarios where you need to use this temporary table. In as we have discussed in the previous video, manipulation of stock and purchases, stock while the time of purchasing and say sales, you can also store that temporary data into this, and then perform calculations over the stock table, and then store this data again to the stock table. A lot of scenarios where you need this temporary table, so these are the very powerful you can use, and it gives a much more control for performing writing complex store procedures. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please share this video with your friends and on your social media accounts, so those guys can also learn these SQL concepts. We'll meet again in the next video. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.